Bansal and eminent panelists, delegates, students, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the biggest challenge today is to provide energy to everyone at affordable cost. Universal availability of energy at affordable cost. Now this requires some kind of a development of a perspective plan globally, as Mrs. Sarup has told, and also at national level, then district level, town level. It has to be a multi-level planning process is required to work out what should be the target for an energy production and what mix has to be used which is environmentally friendly and provides sustainability. Now, for this we require human resources which are eminently good planners, visionaries and strategists. And I believe the institute like yours can probably provide those people who can develop right kind of public policies which will enable drawing the policies, because without policy framework and without identifying the energy mixes, we cannot find out the number of people what are to be trained, what are to be developed and in various disciplines, and nor we can develop strategies for multi-trading our own people within the organizations. So, there's a need to professionally do skill planning for energy resource development at national level, at different levels of our existence. I mean, in towns it has to be a multi-level planning with sectoral taken into account. So we require such policy makers and skill planner mappers. Now how we do it, then we know the objectives of training and skills to be developed. Then we can utilize various strategies to meet those human resource development requirements. IITs, before that we have to framework standardized course modules, this you have said, and they should be of international levels so that the trained person has a wider opening for himself. So we have to have, we can take aid of IRENA and IEA, the International Energy Authority and the International Renewable Energy Authority. They have developed some courses and some materials. We can work with them and to have our own national, each nation can have standardized course modules for training technicians, engineers and still higher level people which I'll come to. Now IITs can be strengthened, ITIs can be strengthened for a skill. Maybe we require more IITs to be increased in various countries and the IITs, the Institutes of Technologies, should be encouraged to develop electives for various sources of energies. A mechanical engineer can take an elective in solar engineering. A civil engineer can take an elective in infrastructure development and gridding or green corridor, like that. So we must have electives generated at IITs as well as at various engineering colleges. We may, depending on what is our long-term perspectives, we can even open number of domain universities which provide only energy engineering in every sector at various parts of countries of the world. domain-specific and energy domain-specific universities. Then we have to have some institutional methods of industry-academia interaction. We don't have any institutional. There is no budget for industry-academia interaction with the organizations, nor there is a budget with the industry as such. There has to be some kind of pressure, some kind of a control so that the industry and academia would come together for giving training, sabbatical training, or exposing the executives to industry. Similarly, the professors can also be put for 1 year training in industry or 2 years exposure, sabbatical programs for the professors, so that they have the right knowledge to provide right skills to the people who are going to be playing role in developing the energy sector. Another point which is very important, which is a soft technology, once you train a person, he should know that he has to be an enabler and not to be a despot or anything. He must, his human qualities have to be developed as a leader. And he should be able to manage diversity. People now work in different cultural environments, people with different cultures and different natures. So he should be given an art of diversity management. And diversity management is also required at the time of recruiting. How you make your mix in an organization. And so the next comes that we must have research and development institutions which should provide innovative solutions to the operational problems, and then should work for leadership in the energy sector. They must come out with new technologies, next generation technologies, and work for it as with a mission. That unless we develop a new level of technology, we cannot develop a market share for our companies, and we cannot create wealth through knowledge. So we must create R&D institutions with R&D workforce which can work for innovative solution providing and work for leadership development. That's very important, and otherwise we will be just carrying things as they are. We have to have a vision for growth, and everything changes. Today whatever solar energy is, its scale will change. Already changing. People will come out sheets, people have come out with roads on the photo cell. You can have a car, the road itself will be, France has already done the experimentation on it. So maybe something in future, many things will come. So people should be able to visualize, and through various methods of management look for what is going to be the future. So the research and over and above that is that it's the men which will create wealth. Machines will not create wealth. So men will remain always important. And I think this is a very important session which is organized, and I thank the organizers to give me opportunity to speak. Thank you.